Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy KX here, back with another video. Man, I am sorry I missed Monday's upload. I've just been having a crazy week, and it's going to continue to be a crazy week. I have a lot of things that I have to do today and tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to get another video out, a second video for you all this week. But I'm going to try on Friday. I'm going to try my best to get this video that I've been editing out to you all. But who cares about that, bro? Today we are here to watch the multiplayer reveal of the Black Ops Cold War, the new Call of Duty that's coming out. I'm excited. As you can see, I can't even speak. We're actually gonna watch it live. Like, I am trying to get this video out to you all as soon as possible, as I know there will be a lot of reactions to it. People are doing it live. I can't do it live with the situation I'm in right now, but we're gonna get this video out as soon as possible. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna react to it live. So if you do like the video and you like the content that I've been putting out, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also leave a like on this video, because it will help very much. Now let's go react to it.
Finish him!
Hopefully y'all can hear me this time. Hold up.
Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch.
Okay.
Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it, Vonderhaar, man. I want to be impressed, man. That little intro. They stayed on it for too long. Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see it. Captured on the PS5. Dude, these graphics, they give me every time, man. They better look amazing.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Oh, this is the map that leaked. That looks nice. I see some returning guns from other Black Ops.
Go, go!
Time to punch that time card.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
Yo, that jump. It looks like the time to kill is going to be a little bit slower, which is good. That's a cool shot.
I'll drive.
make the world run.
Oh, the RC cars are back, of course. I mean, we saw that. We saw that in the regular reveal. Okay. Okay. November 13th, so we knew that.
Copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Begins October 8th. Okay, okay.
You just
So
saw
we knew that
this is
the
an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars: deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them playing, but here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer. I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
I'm usually playing one of 2 ways: all in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat, and there is great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The Crash Satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them.
Oh, they have
or
another
just duck
725 in
inside
this
the
game,
satellite
dude.
and take
Oh
your
my.
shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up.
She said, but a shotgun.
East and West collide on the open seas in a top secret mission.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor. The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats.
Wait, so this is
Armada
actual
is
multiplayer
chaos
map?
in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
I don't know if I like
Hidden
that.
Safe House has been discovered
The maps
right
are
in the
like
heart of the
huge.
USSR.
Maybe
In
I
the
can't judge.
shadow
I
of
can't judge.
Moscow's opulent
Yeah.
train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you. There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
January 17th,
Yeah.
1984.
This location is heavily influenced
This map
by Miami's
is looking
famous,
dope, man.
or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
Whether or not I like the maps, the design is amazing. I'll give them that.
The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
Like I know the maps are they're gonna look amazing, but it's just like, how do they actually play?
Never be on the main street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that jungle looks lit. No lie.
In Crossroads, NATO has
Uzbekistan.
learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Dang, I didn't know they was doing all this.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads.
bro.
Its natural terrain and foliage masks movements
I don't like
and provides
that, dude.
tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile
I don't know
is
about
my
that.
favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play.
Dude, that's
and
like,
caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
That's like Black Ops 3, you know, with the big robots that you could have on the maps. Is just so annoying.
On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll
Game
play.
modes,
but
okay,
let's talk
okay,
about
okay.
what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning, and they're better than ever.
Of course,
the
they
tried
got
and
to.
true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode.
How do you play
Control.
Search and
We've
Destroy
taken a
on these
fresh
maps?
eye
Like,
to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay.
The
with
maps are
larger
gonna take
capture zones and
forever.
Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next Hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across
why?
all of our
What?
classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back
Oh,
better
that's
than ever,
trash.
let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
they got bigger
VIP
hold
Escort
arrows
began
on
with
the
a
hard
question.
point.
How can we create a
Oh
game
my.
mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip create a class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive.
Gotcha.
Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you secret?
It actually looks kind of
style?
dope. Like
My
that'll be a
personal
dope
keys to
game mode to
victory?
explore.
I stick close and escort the VIP, and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes in my
Just
team
like ground
across the
war,
frozen
basically.
lake and Crossroads. I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing. In Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy's ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver. Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics.
This junk looks
As each
huge.
capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad, and storm the main ship? From
Like,
zip
bro,
lines
there's-
that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now.
Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. Cold War, we're
This
back
thing
with
looks
plausible,
lit.
authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat. And that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and score streak system, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right, and we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels
Dang,
just
this is gonna be
right.
like a
Here's
30-minute
Max
video.
Porter to
These
start us
guys
off.
really doing a breakdown.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's gonna move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty. It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Okay, this is how we create the class.
about
Okay,
two of the
okay,
most
this is good
significant
information.
and impactful features of multiplayer. Create a class and score streaks.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system. No longer governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system, you'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score, and they are the only type of game content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith.
That's a whole 6
Black Ops
perks.
Cold War, there are
Yo.
more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points,
54?
with at
Okay, I
least
mean,
6 options per attach point. By
6.
default, you can equip 5 attachments or 8 with the Gunfire
Oh,
wild
got
card.
you.
For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage. You can now build backwards, speccing out the perfect gun for results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played. There's
Hopefully.
one more thing I need to talk about. First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through death. This change gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks. One of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string
No,
together multiple
no,
kills
no, 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 no,
death,
no, no.
streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency. So, what score streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back.
I don't know about that.
Surprises. Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
Bro, I don't know about that, bro. I don't want, nah, bro. I do not want the score streaks to go through death.
Powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever.
Bro.
Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint
let's hope.
takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint, and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun
What
of
did he
an operator's
just say?
ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold
This
War,
lets you
slide
feel?
start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will
Cross-platform,
not only support
cross-generational.
cross-platform play
Oh,
and progression, but will also deliver
yo.
cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart,
Yo.
a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience. Cross-play and cross
That's actually pretty dope.
across current and next-generation systems across all modes. That won't be easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them. And
That's
with a
actually pretty
Battle Pass
dope.
system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history.
In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fire Team. This
Fire
new
Team.
format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fire Team mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fire Team format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called Fire Teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fire Team Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fire Team Dirty Bomb and the other Fire Team modes and maps in the weeks ahead.
That seems
we
interesting.
Get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and stop reacting to this live trailer. I did not know it was gonna be like, it literally looks like it's gonna be going for like 2 hours. I'm gonna try to cut the video down to about 25 minutes. Just give you the highlights of what happened. They talked a lot. There was a lot of, you know, these weird transitions where they were just talking a whole bunch about nothing. They were just talking about what they were gonna explain. So I'll just do, you know, I'll just cut the video so that you can actually see what they explained, what they revealed. But I'm actually pretty excited for this game. I think that if they do the bigger maps well, that the gameplay will still flow. I'm not too sure about some of the things that they revealed, including the how score streaks are lasting through your death, the bigger areas for domination and all that. I'm not too fond of that, because then it's like it's a bigger map, it's a bigger area for dominant, or hard point is what I meant, a bigger area for like holding the hard point. And it's like, where do I find the enemies? You know, if I get there, they can just be hiding in a corner. So yeah, we'll see. But I did really like the class system that they implemented. That is huge. Like, I mean, you can use all the wild cards that we could back in Black Ops 3, and I think a little bit more. Obviously you already saw in the video, but I think it's gonna be a good year. Hopefully they're willing to work with the competitive scene a little bit more. I really would like to see them do that, because I enjoy watching the competitive side of Call of Duty. And then I think the last thing is that this game is gonna be cross-generational. I did not expect that. It kind of was something that I just wasn't thinking about, but I knew that, you know, once I get to PS5, I would not be able to play with people on a PS4. And I'm not sure if that is the way that it happened with most all games. I'm pretty sure that's the way it has happened with most all games, where you can't play on the next generation. You can't play with somebody on the old generation on the new generation. So that's actually really huge. That's crazy. I'm glad that their development team is making that happen. So that was definitely a big reveal. But that is going to be it for the reveal, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe for more of this content. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Perfect.